Hello and welcome to another Skiing is Believing podcast meets episode here on the Skiing is Believing podcast, officially brought to you by Ski Racing Media. Alan, we've still got conversations from World Cup finals to bring you, and this one is with French speed specialist Camille Cerutti.
Yeah, although I couldn't say the name, she was very good to speak to. Yeah. And a very good athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. It was so fun to see the excitement for her ahead of her very first World Cup finals. This conversation, as you'll hear at the very start of the interview, was actually a very rare outside broadcast.
It was, yeah.
With the Olympia back and behind us, I don't think scenery-wise and environment-wise, podcasting has got that good just yet for us, Alan. That was the pinnacle.
Yeah, that's what you do it for. Although most people don't get to do that.
No.
Even more established podcasters. But we find a way.
And here we are, penned up in the June humidity, looking back on what was a fantastic interview in the fresh, cool breeze of Kvitfjell and World Cup finals.
Yeah.
How long ago does it feel now that these interviews were?
It felt the distant past, but since we've built it up, it doesn't seem that long ago.
No, it feels a lot fresher now.
Yeah, I must admit I've been going through some of the photos this weekend, and the memories come flooding back.
Absolutely. Cami, who is now 27 years old, she's enjoyed a bit of a breakthrough season, finishing the campaign ranked inside the top 20 in Super G for the first time in her career. She got her first World Cup Giant Slalom points as well. We touch on that. And of course, the very memorable day towards the start of the season, the 5th place finish at home in Val d'Isère just before last Christmas. We touch on all that, her first Olympics, and much, much more in this fantastic conversation. So it is now my pleasure, Alan's pleasure, and the Skiing is Believing podcast's pleasure to bring you the latest of the Skiing is Believing podcast meets episodes. Here from Kvitfjell, this one comes from Camille Cerutti. Enjoy. Cami, welcome to the Skiing is Believing podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good. Nice to be with you today, so I'm happy.
Alan, it's a rare outside broadcast for us.
It is indeed, yeah. It's unusual, but it's quite pleasant when you think about it. Looking at the snow.
Hello, Alice Robinson has just popped up at our window. Do you want to join, Alice?
All right. Have a good afternoon, guys.
Sorry about that. You glad to be here? Looking forward to Sunday, Super G.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here. I love this place, and I'm really happy to be in my first finals. It was quite of a dream when you're a young athlete in World Cup. Like one day I'll be there. So that's the year, and I'm happy about it.
And you've had, would you say, a breakthrough season?
Yeah, it was a good season. I've been doing a lot of good races, some bad too, but everybody's the same, and I'm happy about how it turned out. But it's good to finally be in this level and to be able to race against some really good athletes and to finally be able to just like fight with them and not just watching them on TV. And
yeah, can I just correct you on that? You are one of those good athletes.
For the moment, I don't think so. I need to train a little bit more for that.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling confident that my level can be better.
You believe in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you believe. Skiing is believing.
Yeah, that's a good sentence. But it's an amazing sport, and I'm loving doing this, and I can't wait to maybe one day be able to do a podium and to be the one that the other one chase and not be the chaser. But,
it may not be that far away.
One day.
Yeah. What about the conditions? Did it suit you? Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. We have some sun, and sometimes here it's not every day like that. The snow is pretty soft, but with the salt, it's going great.
Yeah.
I actually didn't went on the track for the moment, but talking with the girls who made the downhill, they told me that it was a really good track.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the inspection tomorrow to see a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy. I love this track. It's an amazing place, and people are really good to prepare the tracks here. Every day, every year, it's a good race. So I can't wait to be Sunday.
Good.
You've raced here in Quebec a few seasons now.
Yeah.
I was just checking, 23rd and
Yeah.
2023 is the best.
Yeah, I've been struggling with this track a lot. I've been doing a lot of Europa Cup, but not on this track especially, but I was sleeping in this hotel. But it was different. It was a really different track. It was really flat and everything. But yeah, coming here was my first point. I made my first points in World Cup after my injury here. So it's quite a track I like, but I've been doing so much mistakes here. So I hope this season is going to be the good one, and I'm not going to do the same mistakes as usual. But it's an amazing place, so I'm sure it's going to be a good race.
And extra special that it is the finals of all.
Yeah. So every place, I think, because it's a final, I'm going to tell you it's amazing everywhere, but that's cool to be in a place where you know you're gonna have a good fight. Sometimes the track is not like it's too easy or too flat for us, and you know that it's not like the kind of place you're gonna be able to give your best. I know here it's possible. So
you were saying about mistakes, but you have to make mistakes to improve, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. I'm the kind of person who loves to make mistakes too, because I'm not a perfect athlete. If I was, I would win for sure. So, but it's cool to see that I'm doing less mistakes than before. So it's coming to.
So it's working.
Yeah, it's working. So one day I'll be perfect.
You'll be there
for the
one day.
moment.
Yeah, of course you will. Yeah.
We've just been interrupted by a potential World Cup Super G champion this season. So how does it feel to be, as Alan says, amongst the top 20 in the world for the first time, with maybe a bit more pressure on the results than ever before, but also knowing that you're here off your own back and off your own results and through your hard work?
Yeah, I'm in the kind of position where it's pretty easy, because I'm not like struggling to have a globe or struggling to be in the top 10. It's for me, it's every day is a chance to be better and to maybe finally touch my dream. But yeah, for sure, it's an amazing condition, and we are so lucky to be living this kind of days and seasons and life. And Alice is an amazing champion. I know that I love to be with her in Super G, and she's like quite the only one I'm looking for when there's a Super G, because I know we have like the same abilities to ski. She's skiing way better than me, but I know that sometimes I see her like going in the line that the other ones don't take, and I'm like, I'm gonna do the same. And most of the time it's working, so I'm really happy, and she's doing exactly what I'd like to do one day, like racing in everything, be good in everything. And so yeah, she's an amazing athlete, and I hope she will have the globe, but I don't want her to hear that, because I think she's
are you saying this because her window's slightly open? She
yeah.
might still be able to hear you. Just be careful.
No, but I think it's a condition when it must be hard, like everybody's watching you, I'm not like that, like nobody is waiting for me. I'm the surprise, so if I'm doing a good race, everybody's gonna be like, yeah, we knew she could do it. But if I'm doing a bad race, they're gonna be like, yeah, like as usual, like she's in. So it's nice to be like that, and I have to prepare myself to change this mindset. But for the moment, I enjoy it, and it's cool.
That's the main thing, isn't it? And you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
it's important that you enjoy it, and you got to believe in yourself, because the way you're talking, I'm sure you're a very honest girl, and I'm sure you be honest with yourself and realise that you are better than you think.
Yeah, I'm quite the kind of person who is always thinking she's worse than she is. I don't like to be the kind of girl like I'm the best, I'm the prettier,
No.
and I love what I'm doing, and I know where I want to go. So until I'll be there, and I will never be like really happy about it. I enjoy a lot, and I love what I'm doing, and I'm so lucky because my story is pretty strange. So being able to be here today it's like a dream come true for me and for a lot of people around me. So yeah, I'm enjoying, and one day I will look back and I will tell myself like it was cool and we did it good. But for the moment, I'm not like that. I'm just like trying to push more.
What is that strange journey? Tell us your story, Cami.
Well, I'm from the south of France, so I'm coming from a family where nobody is skiing. My parents are really non-professional skier and not skiers at all. I have like 3 brothers and sisters, and yeah, I'm coming from a family where nobody was doing sports. So, but the day I made my first race, I told my parents, okay, I'm gonna be a professional skier. I'm gonna do the Olympics, and they were like, skiing is not a job, you know. It's like a passion, but you have to study, you have to, and they were sure that it wasn't true. Like you can't win money with skiing. You can be like professional skier with our story. And we were living 3 hours car away from the tracks. So, but I've been lucky. I've met a lot of people who helped me with that. And my parents were so supportive about it. And they've made so many hours of car and driving me everywhere. And my father was coming with me on the summer ski places to train, and I was so in love with skiing that all my teachers from school were like, we were always hearing you talking about skiing, like it was your dream. And so it's pretty cool. My parents are still with me. They're here for every World Cup I'm doing, and they are the best cheers for me. And I'm really lucky to have like the ability to think about where I'm coming from, and all my family is reminding me that I'm lucky to do it, but there's also life out of skiing. So sometimes it's pretty hard because when you're coming from a family where everybody's into skiing, you think that skiing is everything and you don't have anything else in your life. Well, I have a lot of things out of this, but I know that I don't like anything more than skiing. So it's cool. I am really lucky, and my family is amazing with that. And yeah, I'm lucky to be here.
This isn't a bad life, is it? Look around.
Yeah, no. How can you be mad about being here? It's amazing. For sure, there's some days you like getting injured, you struggling with skiing, you don't have the result you like, but you remember why you're doing it. And I don't want to, like, I'm not the kind of girl who's like winning. I really like skiing, and for me, my goal is not to like just tell me I want a World Cup. I want to win a World Cup because I loved it, and I had so much fun in the race that nobody has been able to win, to be better than me. So I just want to have fun and to enjoy life, and I think it's the kind of things where it's working for me. Not for everyone, but I love training. I'm a lover from training. I love summer trains. I love the winter. Skiing is my life.
So after this final race of the season, are you looking forward to a bit of downtime, or is there more skiing involved throughout spring?
I think I'm not done with the racing after Sunday. I have the French Championships, and I'm gonna do some FIS races to finish it like I want it, and to enjoy racing without the stress of World Cup. Because during the winter we're only racing in World Cup, so it's not like the same feeling than races in FIS. It's just like enjoying being with your friends, and if you're doing a good race, that's good. If you're not doing it, like you just go to the restaurant and you're like, tomorrow is gonna be better. So, and I'm gonna enjoy a little bit my end of season. I'm gonna come back a little bit home because it's been like since November that I didn't see my family and my nephews, and so I can't wait to be back a little bit home. But I'm talking with my coach about the summer ski, so I'm ready to be back on skis for sure. But I'll have a little break for sure. It's important to see a little bit my boyfriend too, because he's at home and he's waiting. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time with him, and it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, very good. Let's talk about Val d'Isère.
Yeah,
because that was, I'd imagine, a pretty good day for you.
Yeah.
The best World Cup result of your career so far, and on home snow, of course.
Val d'Isère has been really cool for me because it's been like the second time I made a really good record there. 5 years ago now, I made 11th in World Cup. I was starting 42, so it was amazing. And this season, I was ready for it. I knew that I was ready. After Samoritz, I opened the start gate before, so I made like 17, but I lost like 1 second in the first split. So I knew that without this mistake, I would have been in the top 5. So I was like, okay, you have the ski to do it. You're in your home snow. Your family is down. Just go. Like, it's your day. And I was feeling it was my day. So I crossed the line and didn't felt I made such a good race, but I can't remember actually the race. I just like turned off my mind, and I just enjoyed skiing, and it was amazing. Like this day was really cool, and it was a lot of things behind this, because last year I struggled a little bit with the skiing. I was skiing really fast in training, but I got injured, like some little injury that who stopped me like improving. And so I stopped the season last year telling me, okay, that's not how I want to be, and what can I change to be better than that? So I changed a little bit my mindset. I came back skiing in GS, which is a thing I love so much, and it's getting so much better, and it started my season so good. I knew that I would go to the Olympics with this too, so it was like a final comeback for me, because 4 years ago I got injured in the Olympics, so I wanted to come back and to be able to race good there. So yeah, it was an amazing day. I will remember this day for all my life, I think.
Let's talk about the GS, because you got back in the points. In World Cup GS, your first points.
My first points, yeah.
And has it been 2 point scores?
Yeah.
So was that part of the plan to kind of bring it back into your program? And I'm sure it's something you train a lot anyway.
Yeah, it's been like some years I was talking about it with my coaches, but they were like, no, it's too much for you. You got injured. You have to focus on the speed. But I knew that my goal was to be in GS. So last year I told myself, okay, what do you need? I need to be more sure about my lines, to be better in technique. And so I trained a lot in GS, not with the goal to be in World Cup. I thought I would not be good enough to go there. But training in Ushuaia, I made some training with the other athletes and other nation, and I was so fast that I told myself, okay, maybe it's my year. Like, finally, I'm gonna race in GS in World Cup after my injury, and yeah, at the first race, in Solden, I crashed, but it was some good skiing, so I was happy about it. And in Copper, I made like 2 points. It wasn't the ski I wanted to do, but it was a good start for me. And after Mont Tremblant, I made 31. It was pretty hard because it was so close. But after that, I struggled a little bit with my back. So GS was pretty difficult to train. And the Super G was so good. And I started like racing in the top 15. So I was like, okay, maybe I have to focus on Super G, but I don't have to forget the GS. So it was pretty difficult because I wasn't sure about my choices. So I know that for the next season, GS is going to be my main training, and I will race in GS for sure. And I really want to be better in my trainings. And sometimes it's pretty hard because in the mentality, when you're doing speed, you have to train in speed. But for me, when you're good at speed, you don't need to train. You just have to do some GS and to focus on the technique and be sure about everything in your mind. Like I know in Super G, when I'm in difficult track, when there's a difficult turn, with the GS, I'm like, I can do anything. I will kill this gate. And when I'm not training GS for 2 weeks, I'm not sure about myself. So I know that I really need the GS in my life. And so yeah, next year I will be in World Cup in GS. I hope so. I don't have the points to start really good, but I don't care. Like starting, it's when you're starting 50, when you cross the line, you know, you don't have to wait to know if if the race was good. So we'll see next year.
And with Clara retiring, it's a bit of a spot to fill for the French women's GS team.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad about it because Clara was my teammate in GS, and it was really good to have a girl with me who is in the same mentality as me. Because in trainings, I like to win the training. You know, I like to fight, and sometimes it's pretty hard because the other girls are like, no, it's the training. I don't care. I don't want to win it. If you win the training, it doesn't matter. It doesn't prove that you're going to win the race. I agree. But I like to be fast in training. So Clara was the same. So we were always competing against each other. And it was good to be two like that. And she was so fast at training that she was giving me the want to be faster. Like I knew that if I was in the timing of Clara, I was good. Like, so I'm pretty sad she's done with skiing. It's quite the same for me as when Tessa stopped, because she was the head of the GS French, but that's life. She's gonna have a good life. She's riding planes, so she's gonna be cool out of skiing. But I hope we're gonna make a good team in GS next year in the French team, because we don't have a lot of skiers. Like we've been like only 3 athletes to score some points in World Cup. So we have some good coaches, and I think we can do a really good team. So I hope it's gonna work, and I can't wait to see how the French team is gonna be in GS next year.
What about downhill?
Yeah, I love it.
The downhill.
It's more complicated downhill. I know I can be so fast in downhill, and on the trainings, if the season was about the training, I will be in the top 10. But training is not races. And in downhill, I didn't find the mindset of downhill. I think it's a different mentality. You have to be really calm, smooth, and sure about yourself, and not trying to have another line than the others. You have to, and that's not how I am. In Super G, I don't like to see where the others are going. I want to do my line, you know. So but she's struggling in downhill too. So. But if you're watching, we always like having fun about it with her coach. we are always the same in downhill. When she's 25, I'm 25. If we are top 15, we're top 15. But we are always the same in downhill. So I think we need both to train a little bit more in downhill and to like be more sure about what we are doing. Because yeah, we can do it, but it's not like if I don't know how to say it, but we don't have it in us. Like we have to train about it. So one day I will, maybe, I don't know, but I know that I can be fast. But for the season, it's cool because I scored in most of the downhill of the season. So it's not a bad season in downhill, but I was hoping for more.
So going forward, are you thinking and looking to do the 3 disciplines?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You're going to be good at all disciplines.
I'd like to. I'd like to be one day the kind of athlete who has 500 points and can do everything. Maybe I will not, but I'm training for it, and I don't need to come back home a lot. So it's not a problem for me. Sometimes the athletes have a problem with that. Like I need to come back home at least like 2 days every 2 weeks just to see my family. With the fact that my parents are with me the whole winter, it's okay for me. I have somebody with me, and I have some friends in my team. My boyfriend is a former skier, so it's okay. He's understanding what I'm doing. So yeah, I don't have a problem with racing every day. So, and I'd love to be the kind of athlete who don't come back home and training every day. So, so I have to train a little bit more in the summer, but for my body, I have to train my body for that because he needs to be prepared to do a lot of races. But I know I can do it, and it can be good for me.
You say your speed, you're happy with your speed. Does that mean you need to focus more on technique? Not in the Super G, but for the GS?
Yeah. I have to work a lot in everything, actually. But I know it can be possible. I know what I have to do to improve it. Now I have to see if I'm able to do it, you know. And if sometimes you think you can do something and trying to do it, you're telling yourself like, no, actually I don't like it, or my body isn't ready for that. But I knew in January when my back hurted me that I needed to improve more. I thought my body was really good, but doing 3 disciplines is another level, you know. So yeah, I'm ready for that.
Good. Sorry.
You said how nice it was to know you'd be back at the Olympics after the crash in China.
Yeah.
And then to go and finish in 8th.
Yeah.
On the day when Mirjam picks up the silver medal.
Mm.
How special was that?
It was actually so cool. Crossing the line in the Olympics was amazing because in China I didn't do it. I came back home like my body was shit. Like I killed my body there, but I was really happy about my qualification in China. So I came back home and I didn't cry so much because I was like, it's okay. Everybody is getting injured. Everybody's hurting a knee one day in a life. So I made it. And in 4 years, I will be back and I will fight for this medal. And I knew that having a medal there was pretty difficult for me because I never made better than 5. But we never know in the Olympics. And I started there seeing that a lot of girls were out. And I don't know, I felt like something in me told me like, it's not your day, but it's like, you can do it. Finally, you're here. You prepared yourself all your life to live this. So just enjoy and you see down. I crossed the line and I saw 8. And the first thing I told myself like was, oh, it's not good. 8 is not good. Because you're only watching the top 3. And I saw Roman made 2. So I was so happy about it because finally a French girl had a medal. So I was really happy. And when I saw I was so close to the medal, I just told myself, okay, in 4 years it's me. Like, and that's what we told ourselves with Mallory Blanc, because we're good friends together. And we were smiling, and I told her, girl, in 4 years we will fight for this medal, you and me. And she was like, I told myself the same. Like, it wasn't my day, but it proved me that I can do it. Like, it was a nice skiing. It's not my best skiing. I think doing my best skiing, maybe I will have the bronze or silver. I don't know. We never know. But I was happy to live this experience, and it's giving me the strength to fight more and to prepare myself for the Olympics in 4 years. And it's in France, so it's gonna be in my home. So can't wait.
I was just going to say, that'll be a home medal.
Yeah, I'd like to, and I think I will finish my career after this, because it's, for me, it's really my goal. I don't know if after this I will be able to fight more, but for the moment I can't wait to be in 4 years. But I have so many races to do before, so many amazing stuff to do, and but it's staying in my mind for sure. It's a French Olympic. It's a dream, like having the Olympics in your country. It's a dream for an athlete. I saw the athletes from the Summer Olympics live it in Paris, and it was so good. It was amazing to see the French people loving sports. We're not a country where people like sports. Out of football, it's pretty difficult to talk about it. People think that when you're telling them, like, I'm professional athlete, they're telling you, like, you were good at school, so you made sports. No, I was good at sports, like, mainly. But so having some people cheering for you, the French people telling you, like, it's amazing what you're doing, and having some kids telling you, I want to be like you one day. I was this kid one day. So
That's good.
It's cool to see that, and it's giving you also, like, some emotion and, like, the strength. Also, again, some strength, but to tell yourself, I can do better for me, but I can do better for them too.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
It's okay.
Yeah, that would be very special
Yeah,
to see in Courchevel, wouldn't it be?
we
Or
don't
the
know
same
yet.
Courchevel?
We don't know yet.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'd like to be in Courchevel because my boyfriend is from Courchevel, and my stepfather is his father is Bruno Tuer. He's doing all the events in World Cup. He's the director of the club. So it would be like a family race for me. But yeah, everywhere it can be. French is good. French tracks are amazing. So if it can be in Val d'Isère too, I will be happy. It's my best place for me. So I don't know. And I'm from the south of France. So if we can see some south and show the other countries how good the Alps are, it would be great.
Yeah. As you say, a lot of racing to do before that.
Yeah. So many races, but so many opportunity to be better. And my goal is to do some podiums one day. So being in a podium, living it, and fighting for some medals and gloves and everything is a dream. So I want to fight for it. I want to train for it, and I can't wait to live it. And if I'm not living it, it's not a problem, but I would have given my best. So I would be happy.
Yeah.
Of course. Do you want to add anything?
Fine.
We'll finish up with some quick fire questions then, if that's okay. We'll start with your favorite place to ski.
Wow. I would tell Copper Mountain.
Ooh.
I love being there. It's so cool. Everything is cool there. The American girls are so cool, and the American people are so cool too. And the track is good. the snow is amazing, and we're sleeping right next to the slopes. So I love it.
And you scored GS points.
Yeah. Actually, I scored there. I didn't thought about it, but yeah, I love being in Val d'Isère, but because I made some good races there. But I think, yeah, Copper is so cool to train. So love it.
The best moment of your career so far?
It's strange, but I would say when I was 16, I won the French championship. And if I didn't win this race, my career was done because I wasn't able to go in the school I needed to go to continue skiing. And when I crossed the line, I saw my father crying. It was my first time seeing him crying. So I was like, okay. And he didn't cry until this season when I made 5. So for me, I think it will be this day, or maybe this year when I made 5 in Val d'Isère. But yeah, I have so many good days. Like in the Olympics, all my brothers and sisters were like at the finish line and crossing the line, seeing them, it was amazing. So I have so many good days. I can't tell, but I think this day was pretty good.
So you hope your dad will be crying on Sunday again then, when you hit the podium?
Yeah, I hope so.
Next up, your best friend in alpine skiing?
Laura Gaucher.
Oh.
She's my teammate, roommate, best friend. We're like sisters a little bit. Like we are the 2 blonde girls from the French team. We are always together, and she's living right next to me. And she's not like just a teammate. She's just, when we talk to each other every day, we talk about everything. We send us message and everything. So yeah, I think Laura is my best friend.
And finally, fast forward to a year, you're at the 2027 World Cup finals, back in America. What do you hope to have accomplished?
Enjoy my ski and finally cross the line and tell myself I had so much fun. I skied so good. And I think doing this, I will be in the podium, but I don't want to tell myself like, I want to do podium. It's not like, sometimes you're in the podium, but you skied so bad. And that's life. Like, there's some wind there, the snow was better for you than the others. Like, sometimes the result is not like skiing. I know that for me, I'm always thinking about Laura Pirovano. She struggled to do some podium, and everybody was talking to her about it, but she was skiing so good before that her career is amazing. And without podium, she's the top athlete. So I want to be like, I want to ski good and to scare the others a little bit. Like, I like the fact that sometimes you see the other teams telling, yeah, we're going to film her, we're going to take some videos of her because she's skiing good. I want to be this kind of athlete. And if I'm in the podium, good. If I'm not, no problem.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much
Thank you
for your time. All the very best on Sunday and heading into the off season.
Thank you.
It's been great.
All the best, and I hope you achieve all you want. And I'm sure with the way you are, your positivity, you will do.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
Thank you.
Welcome back to this Skiing is Believing podcast meets episode brought to you by Ski Racing Media. Final word regarding that interview then. Thank you so much to Cami for her time in Kvitfjell, and what a pleasure it was to be joined by her, but not just her, little surprise cameo at the very start from Alice Robinson, Alan.
We did indeed, yeah. She popped her head through the window.
Yeah.
We didn't really know we were under her window, did we?
No.
It was a bit like Romeo and Juliet. Popped her head through the window.
Kvitfjell is a much better setting than Verona for a love story.
Probably, yeah.
There we go. So thanks to Alice as well for saying hello. But yeah, absolutely fantastic to get another one of those live interviews brought to you. So thanks to Cami. We've had some breaking news today as we record here on Tuesday evening. It was announced this morning. I love it when I wake up and there's something to look at on Instagram
Yeah.
that I've then got to text somebody about, that I've then got to, find a press release about.
Yeah.
It's what summer is all about.
It's your bread and butter,
It's my bread and butter.
but not always to your taste.
No, not always to my taste.
Sometimes it's not good news.
Sometimes it's sour.
Yeah.
Bit of a sourdough,
Oh,
if you like.
yeah, why not?
I'm here all week.
Go on, we'll have it.
Mirjam Puchner has announced her retiring at the age of 34 from professional ski racing after 14 seasons on the World Cup circuit, Olympic and World Championship silver medalist through the years, 2 wins, 9 podiums. Were you surprised when I texted you this morning, Al?
I was surprised and disappointed.
Were you surprised?
I weren't about. I know you've been saying for a bit that you thought she might because of one thing or another, but
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I was a little bit surprised. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what it was for me, I found it a little bit strange because a couple of weeks back, might have even been the start of May, she said, I'm going to announce whether my career will continue or not at the end of May, beginning of June.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I've been waiting for it,
No.
but I've been expecting something of this sort.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was about 60-40 that she would continue her career.
Yeah.
I was favouring that because, I don't know, I just felt one last hurrah, one last season.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah, because she hadn't had a retirement season, has she, really?
No.
You know what I mean?
And you never know, athlete to athlete, they have varying opinions on this. I know Dave Riding was very keen to keep it very low key and to not even raise Kranjska when he had the opportunity to do that farewell. But yeah, I feel like with kind of her pedigree and strength and position within the Austrian ski team, that they would have wanted to do something for her. Something similar to the way the Tour said goodbye to Ilka Stuhetz in Kvitfjell whilst we were interviewing Mary Bocock.
Yeah.
So got a bit of champagne spray.
Yeah.
And even in that setting, for Puchner to be involved in a goodbye like that to Stuhetz,
would have been good, wouldn't it?
Maybe you would sit back and think, oh, maybe that would have been cool to do, but obviously that's not what she sat here and said today.
No.
So she gave a press conference this morning in Salzburg. Of course, none of us were there, but this is what she had to say. After many intensive years in the Ski World Cup, the moment has now come for me to open a new chapter. Of course, this decision was not made overnight. I consciously took a lot of time to think about it, to listen to myself and make the right decision. To compete at the top of the World Cup, you have to be prepared to take the absolute maximum risk. She added, last winter, however, I felt that something had changed in me. The necessary final consequence and unconditional willingness to take risks are no longer as pronounced as in previous years. If your head and heart signal to you that it's time to take a step back, then you should listen to that feeling. It tells me that now is the right time to make room for something new.
Yeah. Well, power to her. You can't dispute that. I mean, she knows what she feels like. She knows what she enjoys and what she wants to enjoy. And to be quite honest, I think obviously you just got to accept.
That is such a hard thing to come out and say. And during this press conference in Salzburg today, obviously very little German knowledge between us, so we can't translate anything, but that is what has been officially released by the Austrian team. But she looked so happy.
Yeah.
If you see any of the social media clips going out today, there is no kind of sign of a tear. Quite often in these kind of press conference environments, it's a very emotional day, but that really kind of made me happy for her, the fact that she was happy for herself.
It's probably some weight off her mind.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because the thing is, the Austrians are getting more and more dependent on her. And it's going to be difficult for them now.
But as she said there, she's recognised that she's not been able to live up to that dependency.
Yeah.
And that's another difficult thing to acknowledge.
Exactly, yeah.
So, exactly, power to the elbow, as you say, Alan, that she was able to recognise that and go, I'm going to give myself a few weeks, maybe even a few months if I need it.
Yeah.
And come to the right decision where conclusively I will feel my most happy.
Yeah.
And that is what she's done. So very, very best of luck
Yeah.
to her. And
Indeed,
you.
yeah. Thank you, and all the very best in the future, whatever she decides to do.
Is there a wider issue here? And you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I do know where you're going with this. You're talking about the Austrian ladies.
Yeah.
There probably is a wider issue, but unknown to us, there might be a solution. Who knows? You know. But yeah, she's going to be a hard act to follow. And the thing is, the Austrians will demand that somebody steps up.
Stephanie Vanier last summer.
Yeah.
World Super G champion. World Cup winner. Mirjam Puchner this year. Double major championship medalist. World Cup winner. Connie Hooter's going next year. We know that. She's announced that.
Yeah.
World Cup downhill champion.
Yeah.
Major championship medalist. Multiple, 10 World Cup wins. Nina Ortlieb's not getting any younger.
No.
Or with the amount of crashes and surgeries she has, any fitter.
I know.
That's 3, getting on for 4 if you're putting Nina in there.
Yeah.
That are, huge names that have been able to ensure Austria are knocking on the door of the podium week in, week out in women's speed. And not just people that have had an impact and a consistent impact on the World Cup circuit, but have delivered on the big day at the Olympic Games and the World Championships.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them, but I'm sure, with their knowledge and their know-how to produce these athletes,
and these kind
some of them will come through.
And these kind of things do come in peaks and troughs, as we know.
Yeah.
The Italians are very much on top in women's speed
Exactly, yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
They've had this great generation that you might look and say, race by race, we are hypercritical generally of the Austrian ski team because they set such high expectations for themselves. And across the board, they're not the top ski nation right now.
No.
Which they're not necessarily used to, but
they want
to be.
That's where they want to be, yeah.
And you look, they haven't got anybody ranked inside the top 5 in either women's speed discipline right now.
No.
Connie Hooter, I wouldn't be surprised if she won again this season, but knows that this is going to be her last stop in St. Moritz, Val d'Isère, Cortina d'Ampezzo.
Yeah.
And that kind of emotion of every weekend and emotion of every race might affect results.
Yeah, it could have a good effect on them.
Could they?
As well.
She could take a globe.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
With how tight and open that women's downhill was this season, the way Perovino came through, then it's wide open once again.
It is, yeah. I mean, and we are set. Man, you just said about Perovino coming through. There may be an Austrian girl there. What might come through? We might not see it.
Really? Let's look.
Who knows?
Let's look.
Who knows? You don't know. It can happen.
Ortlieb has had such good runs at times this season, but the DNF and the risk rate is still such a problem for her.
Yeah.
Ariana Radler is an Olympic team combined champion, but has never had a downhill podium.
No.
Keeps getting these extra low PBs, first top 5 there at finals at the end of the season. Puchner has retired. Magdalena Eger was runner-up to Vaughan in St. Moritz and then got injured.
Yeah.
Remember that? Puchner's last World Cup podium as it is, 3rd position that day for her. Nadine Fecht is potentially a shining Europa Cup light. She's in the top 30 in downhill now. Europa Cup overall champion in 24-25. Took the downhill and the Super G title that season. But, and this is a very big but next to Fecht's name, she's turned 28 later this month.
Yeah.
It's not like she's a breakthrough star. And all right, if she was to go and get a podium, then it would be a breakthrough story. But at her age, she's not someone you can say, right, she's going to be up there for years.
No, but having said that, you do expect them to be a bit older for speed events.
Yeah, of course. And then you're going down to Ricarda Haase, who's been troubled with injury herself and doesn't even start all of the downhill competitions. Then it's Lena Vecna, who was a World Junior champion, turns 26 this summer, had some good World Cup results this season, not on a consistent basis. Christina Arger has retired. Emily Schuff, Carmen Spielberg and Leonie Zeg have all scored World Cup downhill points themselves this season, but it's a big jump.
It is, yeah. But someone can do it. The opportunities there.
You've got a very positive outlook on this.
I think you've got to have, and I'm sure they will have.
So are you not worried?
No, I'm not unduly. No, but basically, I still think that they will come up with something. You see, we're talking about the obviously about the Austrian team, but there's a few teams like that who have got, no disrespect to anybody, but the older end are doing the business.
I've just gone on Europa Cup standings from this season, and I'm less worried now. Because in the Super G, they've got 6 in the top 8 from this Europa Cup year standing. Lisa Gorill and Emily Schuff both taking season-ending podium results. And away from Vekner and Fesch that I've just mentioned there, you've got Nussbaumer and Schilke.
Yeah, I mean,
who have been features on the World Cup. You know,
like I've said, you would expect someone to come through.
And Schilke nearly took the Europa Cup downhill title as well.
I honestly expect someone to come through.
This is the other thing. You're talking about a breakthrough, but we're talking about podiums.
Yeah.
We're talking about Mirjam Puchner's, Stephanie Veneer's, Connie Hooters, who've been year in, year out on the podium, delivering at an event like Gran Montana in February.
So who did they have to push out?
What do you mean?
Who are the podium favourites for
women's speed?
Yeah.
Away from Austria. Well, you've got your Italians.
Yeah.
Emma Eicher, Weidler Winkelmann.
Yeah. And
people like Ledechka that just deliver.
And half of them are quite old.
Yeah.
You know, except...
I know, and the way I'm putting... I'm not piling the pressure on these Europa Cup athletes, but... And like I say, they're not going to podium. And if they do, then...
Good.
I'm here for it. Like, go and get a podium.
Yeah.
That's what they want. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And you might see
it's hard.
It is hard.
It's not going to be easy.
It's hard to get points.
Exactly.
But having said that, it's not impossible. Because like I've said on a few occasions, they're not racing against other athletes. They're racing against the mountain. And if they can put a good run down and others can't quite get that good run that day, then there better be a chance of doing more.
Yeah, we talk about the new World Cup downhill champion, Laura Parovano. And that's kind of the mentality shift that she had.
Yeah. How old's Laura?
28.
28.
Yeah, this is a point that you've made very well, actually.
Yeah.
That there's nobody under that kind of age.
No.
If you look at the top, you've only really got, Mallory Blanc?
Yeah,
who's only 22.
Yeah,
she's done incredibly well.
And of course, Masuga will be coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, let's face it, Lindsey Vonn was favourite to win quite a few races last year at 41.
Well, you've got Eicher, haven't you? She's very young.
Yeah, Emma Eicher is very good. Yeah.
But age-wise,
yeah, it'll be interesting. But that's what we want.
I could very easily see Hooter and Ortley both winning World Cup races this season, but I could also see them going without a speed podium all year.
Yeah,
the Austrian team.
Yeah,
but this is the interesting one for me. I can't wait for Julia Scheib to do it in Super G.
Yeah,
because that's coming. She's on those speed skis a lot more.
Yeah,
a lot more now, and quite possibly more than everybody realizes.
Yeah,
like she's World Cup wise ticked the giant slalom box by winning the title.
Yeah,
and storming to those 5 wins. Let's be honest, dominating the GS season.
Yeah, she did.
So if she can take up Super G the way she's grasped GS at the rate that she's grasping it as well, then we might not have anything to worry about.
No, this is it.
Not that I'm not worried.
Doesn't sound like it. The thing is, someone will come and fill the void. I'm sure. It might not be next year or this year, but it will happen because they won't allow it not to. You know,
Puchner's such constant feature in the top 2 groups in speed down the seasons. The last time she finished outside the top 25, so outside of the final positions, in an individual season where she missed World Cup finals, you have to go back to 2030. Combined. She got in the combined.
Yeah.
There's never been a World Cup season that she started where she's not been top 25 in a discipline for 14 straight seasons.
Yeah.
Like, for the majority, all the time I've been watching the sport.
Yeah.
The majority of the time you've been watching it week in, week out.
Yeah.
She's been such a feature, Alan.
Yeah, she has indeed, yeah. She'll be missed. She'll be missed not just by the Austrians, but by people like us who enjoy watching skiing.
Olympic silver in Beijing behind Lara Gutbarani. World Championship downhill gold in Salzburg at home. I remember that moment, I will, because the crowd went absolutely crazy. She had, I think, 600s to find on the eventual champion, Breezy Johnson, going into that final sector. Went 1500s off the pace, but it was enough to secure silver at home for that crazy crowd at the bottom of the Ullymaya course. World Cup winner, both in downhill, St. Moritz 2016, Soldeu at the 2019 World Cup finals. And of course, that final podium to remember the start of last season, December, in St. Moritz, third behind teammate Magdalena Eger, and the history maker of that day, Lindsey Vonn, at the time, becoming the oldest ever World Cup winner. So yeah, all we can do is wish Mirjam Puchner the very best in her next adventure.
Yeah.
So thank you for the memories. And of course, thank you to Camille Cerutti for joining us back in Kvitfjell in March at World Cup finals for this week's interview conversation. Huge thank you to Ski Racing Media for their continued support throughout the summer. More to come, of course. Stay tuned. We'll have another interview dropping later this week, unless we get another bit of breaking news where we might need to jump on another emergency review show, but we'll see about that. But for now, until next time, Alan, we will
ski you later.
See you later. Goodbye.
Bye.